Welcome to 365 Math. In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply powers to fractions. So we have a fraction of 2 over 3 and it is being raised to the power of 2. And what we're going to do here is we are going to apply this power of 2 to both the numerator, which is the number on top 2, and to the denominator, which is the number at the bottom, and that is 3. And by so doing, we have it as 2 to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4 over 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 9. So the final answer would be 4 over 9, as we cannot further simplify this. And this was example number 1. And then example number 2, we have a over b to the power of 2, and this is being raised to the power of 3. We apply the power to the numerator and we also apply the power to the denominator. Hence, applying the power to the numerator, we have a to the power of 3, and applying it to the denominator, we have b squared to the power of 3, which would be equal to, the numerator will remain as it is, a to the power of 3 over b squared to the power of 3. Remember, in my previous video, I tackled these kind of scenarios. So that would be b to the power of 2 times 3. And the final answer would be a to the power of 3 over b to the power of 6. And then example number 3, we have x to the power of negative 2 divided by x to the power of 4. And this is being raised to the power of 3. Now, if we have such a scenario, we can start by simplifying what we have in the bracket first before applying the power. And by so doing, we can rewrite it as x to the power of negative 2 divided by x to the power of 4, which would be equal to, remember when we're dividing, we subtract the powers, so that would be x to the power of negative 2 minus 4, which is equal to x to the power of negative 6. Now that we have x to the power of negative 6, we can then raise it to the power of 3 that we have right here. So that would be to the power of 3, which is equal to x to the power of negative 6 times 3, and negative 6 times 3 gives us negative 18. Hence our final answer would be x to the power of negative 18. Then example number 4, we have 3x to the power of 5 all over 4, and this is being raised to the power of 3. Applying the power to the numerator and the denominator, we have 3x to the power of 5, and I'll put this in a bracket, to the power of 3 all over 4 to the power of 3. Now, if you remember how we deal with the numerator, we apply the power to both the number and also the letter. Hence, we have 3 to the power of 3 times x to the power of 5 being raised to the power of 3, and this is all over 4 to the power of 3. 3 to the power of 3 gives us 27, and we are multiplying it by x to the power of 5 times 3, and this is over 4 to the power of 3 is 64. Hence our final answer becomes 27x to the power of 15 all over 64. And the last example, number 5, we have x over y to the power of negative 2. Because we're dealing with the negative power, what we're going to do is to rewrite this as x to the power of negative 2 over y to the power of negative 2. Now, if you remember how to deal with negative powers, I tackled this in my other video. We are going to flip this because we want the reciprocal. So we're going to flip the 2 such that the y is on top and the x goes to the bottom, and by so doing, we also change the sign of the powers to a positive. Hence our answer would be y to the power of 2 over x to the power of 2. So there you have it, guys. This is how you apply powers to fractions you apply the power to both the numerator and the denominator, such as what we had in example number 1. We applied the 2 to the numerator, which was 2, and we got 2 squared, and we also applied the 2 to the denominator, and we got 3 squared, and then we got our final answer as 4/9. I hope that you learned something, and by now we should be understanding how to deal with indices. Thank you for watching. Please do hit the subscribe button for more videos, and if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, feel free to comment in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.